video is entitled Parrish's Future Prophecy Part 5, Section 10, Letter F, 3 of 4. This particular video will show that I'm mentioning the possibility that Venus might have tilted the Earth, thus causing a flood to go through Brooklyn, New York. And this video is in my other YouTube channel called Amazing 2007 Full, and I published this video on May 22nd, 2011.
And I faded out from the screen. The next number in this piece is the number 5. This piece is called Section 5, 5 Flooding Dream, or S10-5FLD. In the month of November 28, 2010, I recorded this dream inside my dream book. Today, I dreamt that I was in East New York, Brooklyn, somewhere around Cozine Avenue and Astor Street, and I was with my friend and my mother, and we were in a car, and my mother was driving, and she was driving, and she parked the car, and then we gone into a house, but I stayed outside. My friend and mother going into the house, and then I felt inspired to tell people about a coming flood. So more or less, I stood in the streets, it was daytime, and I was more or less telling people to repent of your sins. Repent of your sins because a flood is coming, and this flood is going to kill hundreds of thousands. So before I left this particular dream, I mentioned something about Venus. Kind of like Venus has something to do with the flooding that was on its way here in Brooklyn, New York.
Good morning, this is Parrish. Today is Thursday, May 30th, 2013, the time 1:24 a.m. This video is on flooding I'm making a video about flooding because I came across an article some days ago. What you guys and girls seeing right now before you is a drawing I made, and this drawing is based on what I've seen in one of my flood dreams. Okay, several days ago I've been on a website called Before It's News. And Before It's News displayed an article which talked about tsunamis or some type of warning system have been released to the public pertaining to potential tsunamis that may take place in the Atlantic Ocean. Once again, the website is called Before It's News. Title is Tsunami Watch for Atlantic Ocean until June 5th. I'll read a few lines or maybe a whole paragraph from this article. It says here, did you know that heightened solar activity can lead to earthquakes and tsunamis on Earth? Did you know that the North Atlantic Ocean region, which would include all of the east coast of North America, is under a tsunami watch until June 5th, 2013, according to Dr. Simon Atkins. Fascinating video from Fox News and videographer. And I guess I'll play this.
I'm giving you updates in a very active region of the sun. That region now sending blasts of energy toward Earth, resulting in a solar storm. Electrical risks from these are well known, like your cell phone not working, the GPS unable to give you directions, or losing power completely. Earlier, I talked to Dr. Simon Atkins, a climate risk scientist with Advanced Forecasting Corporation, about a lesser-known connection between solar activity and our planet.
We have a major solar storm. That is, there's different classes of solar flares. And never in recorded history have we had 4 X-class, the highest class solar flares, come within several days. And what this is you get a lot of radiation, you get a lot of plasma energy from coronal mass ejections, and this ripples through the atmosphere and causes tectonic plate shifts and the possibility of a tsunami.
So you're saying that because of the increased solar activity, that's correlated to the increased earthquake activity in the Northeast, correct?
That is correct. Obviously, we started realizing last year even that there was a heightened risk of a tsunami in the North Atlantic, and we knew this because we can actually, through proprietary equations, track the solar sunspots and then forecast the energy out when it's going to hit the planet in certain periods of time. And the key threat period is May 20th through June 5th.
Earlier, you saw Sarah Blesky talking to John Ebel about the Canadian earthquake today. There is no way to tell if it's connected to the solar activity, but it is intriguing. And Dr. Ebel told me there have been other attempts to connect the solar 11-year cycle to an increase in earthquake activity, but he has seen no such connection. I'll be watching this over the next couple of weeks and update you with anything I see. Mark. Parrish.
All right, so I'm making this video because I was given many dreams which showed me flood coming to Brooklyn, New York. And of course, everyone who watched my videos in my YouTube channel called Captain Parrish is quite aware that I prophesied flood coming to Staten Island, flood coming for Long Island, flood coming for Lower Manhattan. Came to pass through Hurricane Sandy, which have devastated New York City in the year 2013. And since the tsunami warning have been released to the public, a tsunami warning which can't take place because of what the sun is dishing out. The sun have been dishing out X flares. So basically, I'm trying to say that I believe for Brooklyn to become flooded, I believe that an X flare may hit the earth, cause a earthquake in the Atlantic Ocean. I also believe that, based on one of my dreams, that the earth was slightly tilted because the planet Venus came somewhat close towards our planet and tilt the earth. Also, there's a possibility for a tsunami to take place in the Atlantic Ocean if a giant volcano, I think somewhere connected towards Africa, slips into the ocean. And of course, if there's an asteroid crash into the Atlantic Ocean as well. And speaking of asteroids, I believe an asteroid is supposed to fly somewhat close towards our planet on May 31st, 2013. So, more or less, the article from Before It's News is more or less giving me a heads up that my dream, which revealed to me that Brooklyn will be flooded, much more so than Manhattan and Long Island and Staten Island were through Hurricane Sandy. Brooklyn is going to really be flooded. And I just wanted to tell you guys and gals about what I came across, the article, which is in Before It's News, and I will link that article. And two, well, I'll place the article, I will link the article to this video. And everyone have a nice day. Take care.